How do you deal with bad/inappropriate comments? Would like to know. Honestly, have you ever been overweight? So this is a tricky question because how is your sobriety going? Hello, my babies. Every now and again, I like to do these Q&As so you can learn more about me. Let's get into these questions, shall we? Loaf Nugget asks, how is your sobriety going? Have you had any struggles the longer it goes, or has it been easier? Just to catch everybody up that doesn't know, I quit drinking alcohol about a year and 4 months ago now. I decided to quit because it just wasn't fun anymore. The cons greatly outweighed the pros. It was hurting my bank account, it was hurting my gains, it was hurting my productivity, my mental health. Everything was hurting and I didn't want to hurt anymore. I wanted to heal and I wanted to be happy. So cut that out of my life and I am probably the happiest I've ever been, to be honest with you. I hesitated for so long to quit, and maybe somebody else out there can relate to this because we've all had one of those hangovers. It's like, that was the last time I am drinking. I am never drinking again, right? Wrong, because then you do end up drinking again. But for a split second, you consider, should I quit doing this? Well, for me, what stopped me all of those times was that I felt like I wouldn't be able to stick with it. I felt like if I decided to quit, I would end up going back to it and then I would look kind of foolish and I wouldn't be able to actually fully quit. But that is so wrong because I don't regret quitting at all. I regret not quitting sooner. In fact, I don't think it was ever that much of a struggle for me. Ever since I made the decision, to be honest, I feel like it was pretty easy. It's definitely gotten a lot easier as time has gone by. In no way has it gotten more difficult. There have been times where I've been out with people drinking where I get that question like, would I fit in more if I was drinking with them, or would I be having more fun right now? But that's why I just don't really go out and drink with people. Or like, obviously I don't drink, but I don't really go out with people when they're drinking. I don't go out period anymore because it just stopped being fun for me, you know? If you've ever thought about quitting, I would highly recommend it because the quality of my life has improved. I have so many more videos talking about this, so if you want to go check out one of my videos, like my experience with 1 year with no alcohol, then go check it out because I go way more into detail in that video. John Francis, what part of your body are you most happy with in terms of fitness gains and progress? Do I need to say it? Do I need to say it? It's definitely my glutes. It is. If we're gonna talk about body parts, if we're gonna talk about muscles, it's gonna be my glutes. I think everyone could agree that is my strongest point. I didn't have anything going on back there before I started lifting. So Shea Butter asks, have you ever approached someone in the gym with the intention of being friendly and they were rude to you / brushed you off? Oh my gosh, the amount of times this has happened is crazy. It is actually crazy. Let me tell you something. I went to an influencer gym for a few years. Need I say any more, really? There's been plenty of times people just wanted absolutely nothing to do with me, but I don't take it personal because if somebody wants to act that way, it's like, okay, that's your loss then, pal. I didn't always have that mindset though. Sometimes it really hurt my feelings, but nowadays I'm just like, I didn't do anything wrong. Since I know I didn't do anything wrong, I don't have any reason to feel weird. AJ Chris asks, if you weren't doing fitness and YouTube, what would you have done? Well, that's a great question. I always wanted to be a singer even though I can't freaking sing, so I mean, I guess, hey, there's autotune, right? I am currently learning how to DJ, or maybe fashion, actually, now that I think about it, because I did originally go to college for fashion, and then I changed my major to exercise science, so maybe, perhaps something with that. Tanya Lance asks, have you ever been overweight? So this is a tricky question, because at one point in time, my heaviest I ever weighed was in the 130s. This was what I looked like, and back then, I did consider this overweight. Looking at it now, and I've had so many people tell me like, dude, what are you talking about? That is not overweight. And now I can see that. But you have to understand, I went from this being stage lean to this. So going from this physique to that, I did think I was overweight just because that's such a drastic difference. And I definitely was not healthy by any means. Like mentally, I was struggling. I was going through disordered eating. Like it was really bad. So Logan asked, what are some of your goals that you haven't had the chance to do yet in 2024? Thank you, Logan. I appreciate the compliment. I really want to play a DJ set this year. Like I mentioned, I am learning how to DJ. So I really just want to play a set. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It doesn't have to be at freaking Coachella or something like that. Even if I just go live and play a full set live, I really want to be able to do that. Olivia Kim, how do you have that snatched waist? Sit-ups or crunches every day? Your physique is my goal inspiration. Thank you so much. Honestly, just genetics. Like I hate saying that because that makes it sound like I didn't work really hard, but my waist has definitely always been this way. My actual stomach hasn't always been this toned. I've never had this much ab definition before I started working out. It's not from sit-ups or crunches every day. No, absolutely not. I never do those. I never work my abs directly ever. I'm a power lifter, so I just do squat, bench, deadlift, and my abs get worked through those exercises. Because if you didn't know, most compound exercises will work your core / your abs as well. Raphael asks, how do you deal with bad / inappropriate comments? Would like to know. Honestly, I just block them. There's been a few times where I unfortunately have responded. I let my ego, or whatever you may call it, get the best of me, and I wanted to stick up for myself. So there have been times that I've responded, but I really try hard not to do that, because all it does is just suck me in and drag down my mood, and they don't deserve a response from me. They honestly don't. Bad / inappropriate comments used to get to me a lot more than they do now, but I've come to understand it is so much more about the person leaving the comment. Like, they are projecting. It usually does not have to do with you. That's what I've learned. So I've gotten really good at not taking personal. Darian Ford asks, have you ever been afraid of a show growing up? Courage the Cowardly Dog did kind of freak me out. I do notice a reply here that somebody else said Courage the Cowardly Dog. Loaf Nugget also wants to know, how many pup cups does Suki require to maintain her elite physique? Only one of those. And yes, she does have a pretty elite physique. Thank you guys so much for all the questions that you asked. Like I said, if you'd like to know more about my journey with sobriety, make sure you go check out this video and subscribe to join the Swole Squad.